Homecoming on the Auburn University campus as the Tigers of Auburn get set to host the Bulldogs of Samford. We welcome you to Jordan-Hare Stadium with my partner, former Auburn quarterback Ben Leard. I'm Andy Bertram. Ben, you look at these two teams, two totally different mindsets coming in this afternoon. For Auburn, trying to erase the effects of a devastating loss a week ago against Georgia before getting ready to play Alabama next week in the Iron Bowl. For Samford, the season finale, a 6-4 ball club, a team that already has been very successful this season.
The tale of two teams. Last game of the season for the Samford Bulldogs, and obviously the Auburn Tigers looking to rebound against a bad defeat to the Georgia Bulldogs as well.
Auburn really dominated a week ago in Athens. You look at a couple keys for this ball game today. Then, you know, as a former quarterback, you want your #1 receiver out there. And when Auburn has been best offensively this season, it's with number 80, Emory Blake, on the field.
Emory Blake, a young man that's been hampered by injuries a little bit this season, has been the go-to guy for the three last quarterbacks in Auburn: Cam Newton, Barrett Trotter, and Clint Mosley. That is one thing that rings true for him, is consistency.
And for Samford this afternoon, it all starts with their outstanding senior quarterback, Dustin Tolliver, near the top of nearly every career stat at Samford.
No doubt. A young man at 6'3", 225 is a football player that is tremendously talented and can play with the best of them as well. 7,000 total career yards, second leading passer in Samford history.
Auburn and Samford this afternoon on Homecoming at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
It was that both teams stayed on the field to see this, honoring Coach in the fact that they need to understand, especially Auburn football players, what they are representing and what has come before them.
Right, the history that is involved, the first of 3 Heisman Trophy winners on the sideline opposite Auburn here this afternoon. Auburn will kick off today. The wind a bit coming out of the east today, and starting to clear up a bit here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Take a look at the history of this one, and as you might guess, Auburn has dominated in this series. Haven't played in quite some time, but the Tigers lead in this series. As a matter of fact, Samford tied Auburn back in October of 1927. That's the only positive for Samford in this series. Cody Parkey will kick it off for the Tigers. And we're underway. And for Parkey, deep into the end zone, this will be returned. And out to the 22-yard line. Riley Hawkins with the return for Samford. So Samford will open up on offense, and the Bulldogs will get it first down and 10 at its own 22-yard line.
One of the strong suits for the Tigers this season is their kickoff cover. Done a tremendous job throughout this 2011 football season.
Dustin Tolliver, the quarterback, a great season, over 2,100 yards, nearly 64%, with 13 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. And he will go into the shotgun, sending trips to the left. Tolliver the flip, and it is incomplete pass. Intended for Kelsey Pope. As we look at the offense for Samford, we'll take a look up front first for the Bulldogs. Samford, Allers, Duchak, Collins, and Kirschenbaum on the line for Pat Sullivan's Bulldogs. Backs and receivers: Truss, Hawkins, Cephas, Pope, and Walters. Second and 10 as you look at Dustin Tolliver, the 6'3 senior. The quick draw and very little room to run. Here's the defense for Auburn up front: Corey Lemonier, Jeffrey Whitaker, Cabe Wright, and Nosa Igwe on the front four for the Tigers. Garrett, along with Freeman and Bates. Freeman, boy, has really played well of late for the Tigers. And then a secondary for Auburn: Davis, Thorpe, McNeil, and Mincy. Playing without DeSharvin Bell, a torn ACL last week at Georgia, had surgery on Thursday. Here's 3rd and 10. The pass and the flip, it is complete to Kelsey Pope, and Pope shy of the first down.
Good execution there on both sides of the ball, but for the Auburn defense, this has been a weak situation for them on 3rd down defense. Luckily being able to hold Samford on 3rd down and forcing them to punt.
Auburn last in the SEC on 3rd downs, giving up 50%, but hold there. Demetrius McNeil made the stop for the Tigers.
Number 95, Greg Ranich in punt formation.
Ranich will punt it away. A redshirt freshman out of Pace, Florida, averaging 41.3 yards per punt. As the sun comes through here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Quan Bray to receive this, but he'll let it go. There is a flag on the field as that one rolls dead inside the 20-yard line, but hold up. It's a 53-yard punt for Peranich. But let's get the call first. Today's referee is Hubert Owens. It's going to go against Samford. And let's see if Auburn will like it to be punted again, or will they take it? Looks like Auburn will ask him to punt it one more time. The 53-yard punt by Peranich.
On the offense. That penalty is 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay 4th down.
So Samford will punt it 5 yards back. Auburn holds on its first defensive series here this afternoon, and trying to get a little bit better field position. That punt had been dead at about the 18-yard line. So Quan Bray will drop deep to receive for the Tigers, and Greg Peranich is out there to punt it again. His longest punt was 57 yards. That was a 53-yarder that's erased on the penalty. Auburn will set up the return, and Peranich punts it away. It's much shorter. Bray will let this one roll, and that was a good move by Auburn because the Tigers will have much better field position just inside the 40-yard line. A 36-yard punt by Peranich.
Instead of getting the ball on the 20, they're now fielding the ball at the 40 going in.
So first down and 10 for Clint Mosley and the Auburn Tigers going out on the field, and an offense that really struggled a week ago. Ontario McCaleb, who wears number 22 today instead of his customary 23 in the backfield, with Clint Mosley, 62% for the sophomore from Leroy, Alabama, 4 touchdowns and a pair of interceptions. The handoff to McCaleb, trying to get to the corner. And McCaleb will lose a couple yards on the play. Austin Hayes makes the stop. Let's take a look for Auburn. Up front, A.J. Green, Chad Slade, Reese Dismukes, freshman center, John Sullivan and Brandon Mosley, the lone senior on that, along with Green. 2 veterans up there. McCaleb getting the start along with Philip Lutzenkirchen, Emory Blake, Quindarius Carr, Trevante Stallworth, and you see the sophomore quarterback Clint Mosley. It's a loss of 2 on first down. Second down and 12. Mosley with time. Throws intended for Wisner, who had stumbled a bit coming out of his cut. And it will bring up third down for Auburn.
Samford running cover 2 shell in that scenario. Auburn looked to go to a high-low hitch corner route, and overthrow by Clint Mosley.
Third down and 12 now for the Tigers. Well, a week ago, Mosley was hawked all week or all game long against Georgia. Auburn gave up 5 sacks in the game. Mosley on third down to pass it here. Pressured and throws. It's complete but short of the first down to Ontario McCaleb. Darian Sutton makes the stop for Samford. Auburn gets 5, makes 7 on the play, but the Tigers are shy of the first down, and Auburn will punt it away, and Stephen Clark will come out to punt for the Tigers.
Number 30, Stephen Clark in punt formation.
Riley Hawkins to receive it out of Pace, Florida, averaging 11 yards per return this season. His longest is 44 yards, and Stephen Clark to punt it away, a finalist for the Ray Guy Award. There, just barely gets this one away high, and the fair catch called by Hawkins at the 15-yard line. So Clark does his job, does a good job of pinning Samford deep. The Bulldogs will go first and 10 at the 15-yard line after a 40-yard punt by the Tiger punter, Stephen Clark.
Tiger fans this weekend only with the official Auburn iPhone and iPad apps for you. The official mobile apps of the Auburn Tigers are available on iPhone, Android, and iPad. The official apps feature live game audio, video highlights, live stats, and iTunes App Store this weekend and download your free Auburn mobile app. Just search official. First and 10 from the 15.
Tolliver out of the shotgun. Trying to get to the corner. Not very much room there. Ryan Smith came up to make the stop for Auburn.
Excellent contained by the Auburn defense.
See Robinson trying to get to the corner, and Auburn doesn't allow it to happen. Tolliver with the slip screen and some room to run for number 11, Kelsey Pope. Enrique Florence with the stop for Auburn, the freshman from Valley, Alabama.
Within the first 6 plays, Samford's gone with 2 slip screens, looking to establish some confidence for the young man out of Roswell, Georgia.
Kelsey Pope, 73 catches, 720 yards, nearly 10 yards a catch. He got 7 that time, and it brings up 3rd down and 3. Tolliver to throw on 3rd down, and almost intercepted. El Toro Freeman out of Alex City, senior, one of the seniors on it before today's ball game with the deflection on the short pass across, and it's 3 and out for Samford. El Toro Freeman has really improved his play the last 4 ball games. Ranich will punt it away for the Bulldogs, and Quan Bray stands at his own 40. Beautiful punt. This one turns over. Bray sent back to the 32. Makes the first man miss. And gets close to the 45-yard line. Corey White, number 3, with the stop for Samford. Good field position. 2nd straight series, Ben Lear, for Auburn to get a good field position here. Dyer, the tailback for the Tigers, with Lutzenkirchen in motion. Dyer will get the carry. Dyer for a couple yards off left tackle as we look again at the defense for Samford. First of all, up front, Hayes, Williams, Keith, and Davis for the Bulldogs. The linebackers, Darrell Hill, Keith Shoulders, and Darian Sutton. And here's 2nd down and 7. Flip for Trevon Reed. First 2-man miss, and Reed across midfield to the 46-yard line. It will bring up 3rd down for Auburn.
Good catch and run from the redshirt freshman out of Thibodaux, Louisiana, who has had his battles with injuries for his first 2 years on the Plains.
Made the first 2-man miss and gets about 5 yards on the play. Nicholas Williams, number 94, came over from his defensive tackle spot to help out on the stop. 3rd down and 2 for Auburn. Dyer, good move up front. Boy, good push up front for the Tigers, and Dyer gets Auburn's first down of the day. For the matter of fact, the initial first down for either team this afternoon. 1st and 10 for Auburn inside the 45-yard line. Darian Sutton on the stop.
Running right behind the block of the true freshman, reached his means, did a tremendous job, Michael Dyer.
1st and 10 for Auburn at the 43. Dyer stays in the game. Handoff to Dyer. Trying to find a crease close to the 40-yard line for the sophomore out of Little Rock, Arkansas.
Auburn, as you expect, is trying to establish a running game in order to take a little bit of pressure off Clint Mosley through the air.
Williams on the stop. Nicholas Williams, number 94, junior out of Birmingham and Minor High School, on a 2-yard run by Dyer. 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers at the Samford 41. Mosley with the flip to Quan Bray. Bray inside the 40-yard line, taken down at the 38.
Number 4, Quan Bray.
Darrell Hill, number 13, on the stop as we get another look.
Good pitch and catch. Mosley to Bray.
Auburn gets 3 on the play. 3rd down and 5. Dyer alongside his quarterback, Clint Mosley, on 3rd down. Mosley to throw, does throw. It's to Reed. And Reed close to the first down, depending on the spot.
The pass is complete to
Number 39, Tay Lewis on the stop for Samford.
Tackled by number 39.
That will be enough for an Auburn first down as the drive continues inside the 35.
Auburn executed very well on these short throws and catches. Samford defensively is playing a very, very vanilla base 4-3 with a cover 2 shell and soft coverage on the slots.
First down for the Tigers, and Auburn gets very little. Number 24, Alvin Hines, the strong safety, who has 58 tackles. Second on the ball club, comes up to make the stop on a first down, no gainer for Auburn. McCaleb back at tailback for the Tigers. He and Dyer both on the field right now. Mosley fakes to both and throws for Blake. Oh, what a catch! But he couldn't hang on as he went out of bounds. Blake had his hands on the ball but just couldn't quite pull it in as he went out of bounds.
That's your go-to guy for Clint Mosley, number 80, the young man out of Houston, Texas. Tremendous effort there to try to bring the ball down.
This will be the 9th play of the drive for Auburn. It's a 3rd down and 10 as Blake lost the handle going out of bounds. Play action, pressure, the throw. Lutzenkirchen wide open for a touchdown. 32 yards to Philip Lutzenkirchen.
His 7th touchdown catch on the season. Philip Lutzenkirchen doing a tremendous job in between the hashes of the safeties of the Samford Bulldogs.
Pressure that time from Sean Thompson. He just couldn't get to Mosley in time, and Lutzenkirchen was wide open. Cody Parkey out for the extra point. Out of the hold of Ryan White, and the snap from Josh Harris. And Parkey makes it a 7-0 Auburn lead with 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th touchdown of the season for Philip Lutzenkirchen. Take it through us, Ben.
As you'll see here, Samford brings pressure off the left edge, and the rule of thumb for a quarterback is when someone comes that you're not expecting, they in turn leave one of your receivers open.
Those replays. Your tight end. Hawkins 7 yards deep in the end zone, will not bring it out as the sun shines through on a 55-degree day. Tune in to CSS to catch live NCAA football from the SEC, Conference USA, Sun Belt, and more. Plus, catch your favorite SEC and ACC teams throughout the week with college football replays, including Auburn at 6 p.m. Eastern on Sunday and 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday. Visit CSSSports.com for complete schedules and updates. First and 10 from its own 20 for Samford. 3 and out on its first 2 series for Destin Tolliver.
Look for Samford to continue their jailbreak screens and inside draws.
Second in Samford history is Tolliver with over 7,000 yards in his career. A 4-wide set for the Bulldogs, and the handoff goes to the tailback. And Gates with the carry. Almost 10 yards, close to a first down, depending on the spot. Looks like it's going to be about a yard shy.
Very much a confidence builder for the Samford Bulldogs. Big gain on first down with an inside draw, kind of a Statue of Liberty play.
A lot of blue jerseys there for the Tigers. Justin Garrett led the charge for Auburn. It's 2nd down and 1. Gates again, and he falls across the 30-yard line, and that's a first down, first of the day for Samford.
Good push up front for the Auburn defensive front led by Gabe Wright.
Gates, just a freshman out of Ocala, Florida, came in with 262 yards rushing. Darren Bates with the stop for Auburn, the junior from Memphis, Tennessee, who equaled a career high with 12 tackles last week. As you look at the numbers for Jeremiah Gates, here's 1st and 10. The pitch to Truss, and Truss in trouble and down. Jermaine Whitehead, number 32, on the stop for Auburn.
Big play for Jermaine Whitehead, a young man against Florida Atlantic, had a pick 6 late in that ball game as well.
Hawkins with the carry that time. A loss of 8, 2nd down and 18 from the 23-yard line for Samford. Tolliver with time, he throws, is complete. The flag is down on the play. Pope with the catch. Enrique Florence on the stop, the freshman from Valley, number 14, but a flag thrown Illegal procedure. Or false start, I think, against Samford.
The key for both of these offenses today, Andy, is to stay on schedule. Of course, in this drive, Samford is having a really difficult time in doing such.
Illegal formation, offense. 5 players in the backfield. That penalty is refused. Third down.
3rd and 18 now for the Tigers.
Third down 14.
Make it 3rd and 14 now for Samford. Tolliver looking for a screen and just throws it away. He was trying to throw to Gates. Good pressure by Craig Sanders, the sophomore defensive tackle for Auburn. Tolliver doing something prudent, just getting rid of the football, Ben.
When you have pressure up front like that, you've got to get rid of the ball. Keep yourself in a good position to try and get the football back. Kicking right here to the true freshman, Quan Bray from LaGrange, Georgia.
Greg Peranich out to punt for the 3rd time this afternoon. And a nice punt by Peranich. Bray will let this one bounce, and a good roll for Samford. And it will come set at the 30-yard line. A 43-yard punt for Greg Peranich.
The punt travels 43 yards.
Deepest field position for the Tigers as far as its starting place at 30-yard line now. And Clint Mosley leads the Tigers back on the field. He was 4 of 5 on Auburn's last scoring drive. And see his numbers on the day, 5 of 7 with a touchdown for 54 yards. Handoff. Dyer. Michael trying to bounce to the outside. And Dyer taken down near midfield, actually at the 49-yard line of Auburn. Omar Johnson, number 25, a junior from Mobile, Alabama, with the stop.
Great run, faking the jet sweep, a pinch point for the Auburn Tigers to Ontario McCaleb. Extremely good blocking on the edges by Emory Blake.
First down for the 49.
Gain of 18 for Dyer. He gets the carry again. And Dyer across midfield. Michael Dyer becoming the first tailback since Carnell Williams to rush for 1,000 yards in back-to-back season. A little bit slow to get up. A couple yards for Dyer.
Auburn will continue to try and establish the running game today against the Samford Bulldogs in order to take some pressure off of Clint Mosley.
2nd down and 8 for Auburn, just beyond midfield. Play action by Mosley. Throws wide open, Quindarius Carr. And Carr taken down at the 20-yard line.
Tremendous play call by Gus Malzahn. Actually, Clint had a high-low there between Michael Dyer and Quindarius Carr, putting that corner on an island.
Another look on the play action. Boy, he has alternative throw.
Great protection by the offensive line. Quindarius was a great route. Like I say, put number 3 on an island.
30 yards on the carry, or the reception down to the 20-yard line as Dyer runs again right up the middle for 5 yards. One more look at that 30-yard pass, and we get it from field view.
Great delivery by Clint Mosley, the young man from Leroy, Alabama.
And Carr with the catch. Here's 2nd down and 5 from the 15. Kyle Frazier, the quarterback for Auburn. And Frazier will run it. And he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure the whistle blew. Alex Davis with the stop on the senior from Moody, Alabama. And Frazier will come out and Mosley's back in. Did you hear a whistle?
No, not at all. Young man, that's what you're going to see when Kyle Frazier comes into the game, that run-pass option, the inside the tackles.
3rd and 5 for Auburn. Tigers with 114 yards already. Mosley, 2 throw with time, throws to the end zone, intended, I believe, for Blake. He had both Blake and Lutzenkirchen there. And it will bring up a 4th down. And Auburn will send the field goal unit out.
this particular drive, Clint Mosley had a tremendous amount of time inside the pocket. The offensive line for the Auburn Tigers shown tremendous improvement for the last outing against the Georgia Bulldogs.
32-yard field goal attempt for Cody Parkey. Parkey 11 of 14 on the year. And on the way, and it is no good. He missed it wide right.
32-yard attempt is no good.
Left it out to the right. So Auburn comes up empty with 2:36 to go in the first half, and Auburn leads on homecoming against Samford 7-0. Another look.
Parkey pushing it just a little bit wide right, almost over the top of the upright.
We saw that last night with Iowa State and Oklahoma State. Parkey will go back to work on the sideline. From the 20, 1st and 10 for Samford. Gates on the carry. Gates off right tackle for about 3 yards. Make that 4 yards for Gates. Ryan Smith, number 24, safety out of Cordova, Alabama, with the stop for Auburn. 2nd and 5. Gates again, right up the middle, and he's got the first down for Samford. A 6-yard gain for Gates.
Staying on schedule, ahead of down and distance, is what you want to accomplish on both offensive sides of the ball for the Tigers and the Bulldogs. This is what they're doing here right now with that being said.
1st and 10 from the 32. Play action and a rollout for Tolliver. He'll run it, and Tolliver out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play for Tolliver. Darren Bates, number 25, runs the Samford quarterback out of bounds. Brings up 2nd down and 7 for Samford, working in a hurry. The flip for Pope. Pope with room to run. He's across midfield to the Auburn 49-yard line before he's brought down by Enrique Florence. A gain of 15 on the play for Kelsey Pope.
Tolliver again just throwing a bubble screen out to the left side. Really, really great open field running after the catch.
To the Auburn 49-yard line. First time for Samford in Auburn territory today. And Pope has been the primary target for Dustin Tolliver on the afternoon. Going to be the screen to Gates with a lot of room to run. Got a block and Gates down to the 20-yard line. Make it the 19 before Enrique Florence brings it down. 19 yards on the game.
A play action inside screen, double screen for the Samford Bulldogs really catches the Auburn defense on their heels.
Jeremy Gates is a true freshman out of Trinity Catholic in Ocala. Takes it down to the 19. Hand off to Stanley Robinson. And Robinson stays on his feet for 2 yards.
Number 37, Stanley Robinson, the ball carrier.
Samford quickly, after a few plays, knocking on the door of the Auburn Tigers.
Holland and Davis on the stop for Auburn. 2nd and 9 for Samford. And Coach Pat Sullivan. Gates again on the carry. He's been the primary workhorse out of the backfield. Darren Bates makes the stop, but not before Gates gets inside the 15-yard line. And the first quarter has come to a close. Samford on the move. Tigers lead at 7-0.
Score Auburn 7, Samford 0.
Auburn 12.
3rd down 3 from the 12.
Gates the back along with the quarterback Tolliver. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. And Tolliver to walk with a throw, and he throws it away.
Very good pressure by the Auburn defense. Flag on the play.
It's going to be a late hit. It's going to be a personal foul, and that will keep this drive alive for Samford. Now, Toro Freeman hit Gates after the ball was thrown into the turf. We'll get another look. And that's going to keep Samford's drive alive. Good pressure by Justin Garrett. But Freeman hit Gates after that ball was down, basically.
Defensively, Auburn went with a straight zero coverage there.
After the play was over, personal foul. Defense number 21. That penalty is half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. It carries an automatic
Freeman shaking his head just a bit. Instead of 4th down and field goal, it's now 1st and goal for Samford at the 6.
1st and goal from the 6.
Gates on the carry, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all.
Big play for the young freshman out of Columbus, Georgia, Gabe Wright, coming off the edge, making a big stop for the Auburn defense. Today's second quarter action is brought to you by Red Diamond, the official coffee and tea of Auburn Athletics.
2nd down and 8. Tolliver to the end zone. Pope is open for the touchdown. Some confusion in the secondary for Auburn. It's an 8-yard touchdown pass to Kelsey Pope, and Samford within a point after tying the game.
In basketball, you would call that the old picket fence, Andy.
A little bit of a nice little screen there.
Good execution by Tolliver.
The personal foul kept the drive alive, and Samford took advantage. The extra point is good for Cameron Yaw. He's now 32 of 33 on the season. And that man's had a good day. Kelsey Pope, 5 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown.
Can roll.
Yaw will kick it away. He's a junior from Trussville, Alabama. Ontario McCaleb and Daquan Bray to receive this for Auburn. High and short. McCaleb will watch this one go out of bounds, and Auburn will get again good field position for the Tigers. Let's take another look at the touchdown from field view.
Free kick out of bounds.
Auburn running straight man defense there. Kelsey Pope just going around the left edge. Great throw by Dustin Tolliver.
Wide open was Pope. Auburn had a couple guys that ran into each other, and Pope was wide open. And for Pope, that's his 6th touchdown of the year. A true or a all freshman selection in the Southern Conference a year ago, and having another fine season this year and a fine day already. So good field position for Auburn at its own 40. Dyer joins Mosley in the backfield. Dyer with the carry. And Dyer barely gets to the line of scrimmage. But then second effort gets him a couple yards.
Very good second effort by Michael Dyer off the right side, picking up 3 to 4 yards on the 1st down for the Auburn Tigers.
Joe Cribbs, James Brooks, Stephen Davis, Carnell Williams, and Michael Dyer, the last Tiger tailbacks to rush for 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. Dyer with the carry here and fights his way across the 45-yard line out to the 46.
A staple play for the Auburn Tiger offense, faking the jet sweep to Ontario McCaleb and then running the inside zone to Michael Dyer.
Caleb Hewitt, number 56 on the stop. Dyer will get a rest as Kyle Frazier comes back out to run the offense. Here's 3rd and 4 for Auburn. The handoff. Freshman tailback across midfield and a first down for the Tigers.
The emergence of the true freshman Trey Mason, that has really given Ontario McCaleb the ability to step back on those jet sweeps and alternate those plays between the two players.
Trey Mason, of course, had the kickoff return for a touchdown in the opener. Gets 6 yards and a first down for Auburn just beyond midfield. Mosley back at quarterback, McCaleb at tailback. McCaleb running between the tackles. Hit, spins, and goes down. He gets a yard, and that is all.
A rare inside the tackle run for Ontario McCaleb.
Number 28, Darian Sutton with the stop. A junior from Columbiana, Alabama. 6'2", 235, and a junior.
Defensively, the Samford Bulldogs, Andy, are holding their own.
Second down and 9 for Auburn. Mosley looking deep. Now he's going to run it. He's going to be sacked at the 50. Austin Hayes with the quarterback sack. That's his 5th of the season.
A coverage sack, to say the least. Brandon Mosley, right tackle, pushes his guy just outside of the reach of Clint Mosley, but in turn, good coverage by the secondary of the Samford Bulldogs and causes Clint to have to pull the ball down and run.
I think Mosley was looking deep on the play, wasn't he?
Absolutely, no doubt.
3rd and 11 for Auburn. Mosley steps and throws. He's got Carr wide open, out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and a first down. Alvin Hines the second, a junior from Pelham, Alabama, number 21 on the stop. A 30-yard gain for Auburn and a first down to the 20.
Great protection by the offensive front for the Auburn Tigers. Very, very good pocket awareness by Clint Mosley. Steps up, make a great throw on 3rd and long for the Auburn offense.
To the 20-yard line, first down. Dyer with the carry. And Dyer taken down at the 20. Fine one-on-one tackle by number 28, Darian Sutton. Another look at the 30-yard pass.
Great awareness down the field. Basic corner route by Quindarius Carr. Good delivery by Clint Mosley.
And Auburn spreading out its offense a little bit more here this afternoon as far as its receivers are concerned. Frazier back at quarterback with McCaleb. Frazier right up the gut. Kyle Frazier close to the first down near the 10-yard line.
Once again, these are the plays you're going to see when Kyle Frazier is in the game. Faking the jet sweep, making that inside zone read.
Another look. There's nothing fancy here, friends. Just right up the middle. Great push by the interior 3 for Auburn. Dismute, Slade, and Sullen. And it is a first down, 1st and 10 for Auburn, just outside the 10. Dyer on the carry. Cuts inside the 10-yard line, maybe gets a yard, and that is all. Hill on the stop. And here's a second down and 10 for Auburn. Dyer, 11 carries, 39 yards on the day. McCaleb replaces Dyer in the backfield, along with Kyle Frazier. McCaleb on the sweep. That's going to be a touchdown for Auburn.
There's your jet sweep, Andy.
10 yards on the carry and the touchdown for Ontario McCaleb. Auburn did a good job of sealing off the left side there, and with McCaleb's speed, that's an easy touchdown for number 22 this afternoon.
Offensively, Gus Malzahn is looking here to establish tendencies with number 10 in the game. He's run the ball the first few times they've made this play fake to Ontario. Give it to him and score 6.
Cody Parkey on for the extra point. Through the uprights for Cody Parkey. And with 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go, Auburn is on top by a score of 14-7 on homecoming. 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Auburn on top 14-7. Tigers going 10 plays, 60 yards in 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Ontario McCaleb with the 10-yard touchdown run on the jet sweep. Again, Auburn taking advantage. Auburn taking advantage of good field position. After the Samford touchdown, the kickoff out of bounds, Auburn started at its own 40, parking to kick it off. And this won't be returned. Here's another look at this touchdown, and boy, I tell you what, this is executed very well, Ben.
Kyle Frazier in the ball game. What he's done the last few times is run the ball inside the tackles. Here gives the ball to Ontario McCaleb, who has made a living while he's on the plains and running this jet sweep for touchdowns.
I mean, there's not even anyone within 5 yards of him on this 10-yard, make that 9-yard carry.
Very good job of the left side of the offensive line. Auburn offensively with a great response drive there after the touchdown of the Samford Bulldogs.
Yep, Samford had taken it down. Got a personal foul penalty against Auburn to keep the drive alive and scored. And as you would hope, if you're an Auburn fan, the Tigers responded immediately. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Tolliver. Tolliver on the option. The pitch to the outside, and about 8 yards on the play to Riley Hawkins.
Number 6, Riley Hawkins.
Good job by Tolliver keeping his wits about him. He struggled handling that snap and making the pitch.
Demetrius McNeil, number 12 for Auburn on the stop.
Auburn running a base 4-3 cover 2 with safeties high in the hashes.
2nd and 2 after the 8-yard carry by Hawkins. Gates now in the backfield. Behind David Strider, the fullback, and Gates with a little bit of a hesitation step close to the first down at the 30. Number 90, Gabe Wright on the stop, making his 3rd consecutive start here this afternoon.
The true freshman out of Columbus, Georgia, has really come into his own this season.
First down on the carry by Gates. Here's 1st and 10 from the 30. Tolliver looking, intended, and it's picked off by Nico Thorpe. Thorpe with the catch, interception for Auburn.
Nico Thorpe doing exactly what he should do as that cover 2 safety, keeping the secondary covered, being the last resort for the Auburn defense, making a great break on the football.
Hawkins was the intended receiver down the near sideline.
The one comfort level that the Auburn cornerbacks have is that their safeties have their back in this. They can take gambles in the corners, gambles on the edges, and know that Nico Thorpe will be there to make that pick.
Both feet down for Nico there.
Tremendous job. May help him a little bit on the next level.
That's exactly right. 1st and 10 for Auburn at the 43. Frazier at quarterback for Auburn.
Empty backfield.
Yeah, McCaleb now will join Frazier. And Frazier will keep it. Frazier slices his way across midfield, shows some good determination inside Samford territory to the 49-yard line.
Andy, don't be surprised.
Was there a fumble? A fumble on the play, and Samford has it.
Samford recovers the fumble.
Another look.
Kyle Frazier looks as if he's pushing for that second effort.
And knocked out as he was going down. His knee was not down. So fumble recovery for Samford.
Andy, back-to-back weeks, the Auburn football team, turnovers, Georgia fumbles, Auburn fumbles. Auburn picks the ball off here, then they fumble the next consecutive play.
1st and 10 at midfield for Samford, and it's the reverse to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to get to the corner, and he gets maybe a yard, and that's all. Auburn fans wanted a hold on the play. Darren Bates came up to make the stop for Auburn.
Darren Bates doing a great job from his linebacker position, really stepping up and holding containment off that reverse.
2nd down and 9. Tolliver to change the play with Robinson at tailback. Tolliver to throw. Looked like he was going to throw the drag route and throws it away. He was going to Jeremy Brown. Good pressure from Jeffrey Whitaker.
Good pressure, good decision by the young man, the senior from Roswell, Georgia, just throwing the football away. keeping yourself on the field.
Tolliver, as a freshman, was the Southern Conference Freshman of the Year back in 2008. Thrown for over 64% of his completions or passes this year. Here's 3rd and 9. Samford on 3rd down, 44% coming into this afternoon's action. Auburn defensively has given up 50% on 3rd down. Tolliver throws it across the middle, incomplete. Deflected by Jermaine Whitehead. Chris Cephas was the intended receiver. So Auburn 3 and out after the fumble.
Auburn brings a little bit of pressure off the left edge. Makes a good play. Jermaine Whitehead making a tremendous break on the football, really breaking the concentration of the Samford receiver.
Now Lemonier was the one that put the pressure on the quarterback Tolliver, maybe rushed the throw just a bit. And Quan Bray will drop back at his own 10 as Peranich is on to punt it away. A little bit of pressure that time. Low line drive. Bray eludes 2 men and tries to get to the near sideline. Flag is down as Bray gets across the 30 out to the 34. I think a flag down. That may just be a marker as to where he caught the ball.
Absolutely right, Andy, just a marker.
Yeah, David Strider made the stop after a fine return of 24 yards by Quan Bray, following a 39-yard punt from Peranich. Eight minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half of play on homecoming at Auburn. Andy Burcham along with former Tiger quarterback Ben Leard from Jordan-Hare Stadium. 1st and 10 for Auburn at its own 34. Samford had the ball at midfield after that fumble recovery, but went 3 and out. Mosley flips to Trevon Reed. And Reed for 10 yards, make it 11 and a 1st down for Auburn. But good open field running by number 1, Trevon Reed.
Taking just those gimme plays just to catch him, pitch and catch from Clint Mosley to Trevon Reed, and really good job by Reed after the catch.
From the 45, 1st down for Auburn. Dyer on the carry for the Tigers. Eludes 1 man, shy of midfield. He's down at the 48-yard line. Jaquasti Tart make the stop for Samford. Second down and 7 for Auburn. It's the reverse to Reed. Reed across midfield to the Samford 47-yard line. Excuse me, Bray on the carry. Tart again with the stop. He's a redshirt freshman from Mobile Davidson High School.
Reverse from Michael Dyer to Quan Bray, the true freshman.
Offense, number 50, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay 2nd down.
True freshman Reese Dismukes called for the hold in the middle of the field. So repeat 1st down. Or repeat 2nd down, excuse me. He is the only one on that offensive line, number 50, Dismukes, that has played that position all year long. Everybody else has moved around in the offensive front for Auburn.
And as a true freshman, has done a very, very admirable job in the SEC.
2nd and 15 for the Tigers. Mosley, it's the draw to McCaleb. And McCaleb sprints to the outside and into Samford territory at the 40-yard line and a 1st down. He gets 20 yards on the carry.
Ontario McCaleb, the Statue of Liberty draw, doing what he does best in the open field, using his speed, wearing number 22 and honoring Tasharvin Bell, who actually ended his season last week with a season-ending knee injury.
Yeah, it occurred in the 3rd quarter. Spoke to the team after the game, really emotional after that game, knowing that his season was done in Tasharvin Bell, and Ontario McCaleb wearing that number 22 here this afternoon. 4 carries, 30 yards today for McCaleb. To the end zone for Wisner, incomplete. Auburn fans want interference and no flag on the play.
Clint Mosley, Gus Malzahn dials up a shot. One thing to keep the Samford Bulldog defense respecting the throw is to make a play-action fake to Michael Dyer and really take one over the top.
Tart and Hines double covered on Jay Wisner there.
Probably one that Clint Mosley would like to have back. He had Quindarius Carr running down the left sideline.
2nd and 10 for Auburn. The option and a fumble and a recovery for Samford.
The fumble recovered by number 81, Brandon
Number
Wilkinson.
81, Brandon Wilkinson.
Andy, 2 weeks back-to-back, Ontario having difficulty handling pitches. Really and truly boils down to simple concentration and seeing the ball in.
2nd fumble for the Tigers on consecutive series. And good field position for Samford, opening it up at its own 45-yard line. 2nd turnover of the day for the Tigers.
Number 46.
Robinson on the carry. And taken down. I think the first one to get him, number 26, Justin Garrett.
Good push up front by Justin Garrett, really holding containment and making the runner cut up inside where the defensive linemen are supposed to do what they're supposed to do.
Garrett, true freshman from Tucker, Georgia, 6'1", 205. 2nd and 11. Tolliver throws, it's complete. Kelsey Pope, and Pope into Auburn territory and inside the 40-yard line, taken down at the 37 by number 32, Jermaine Whitehead.
Samford taking advantage of a corner blitz by Chris Davis, which in turn pulled the safety away from where Pope eventually made his route run.
17 yards on the pickup to the Auburn 37. Gates on the carry off left tackle. Gates head down inside the 35-yard line. Jeremy Gates has had a terrific first half for the Bulldogs, number 29.
2nd down 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down from the 33. Gates again on the carry. Inside the 25-yard line and a first down to the 24.
The young man from Ocala, Florida is having a tremendous day. Samford basically doing a check with me, Andy, at the line of scrimmage, lining up with their formation, with their personnel, and calling their play in accordance to what Auburn's doing defensively.
9 yards on the pickup for Gates. To the Auburn 24, first down. The option to Gates. And taken down near the 20-yard line. Nosa Igwe, number 94, on the stop for Auburn.
Good pursuit down the line of scrimmage by Nosa Igwe.
The play gains 3 yards.
2nd down and 7. Gates remains the man in the backfield along with Tolliver. Gates again on the carry. Cuts it upfield across the 20 to the 18, where Igwe again makes the stop for Auburn.
Samford offensively really has the Auburn defense on their heels.
3rd down 4.
3rd and 4. Strider, the fullback, number 46, back out there. Gates right behind the quarterback in the pistol formation. And the left tackle moves. Charlie Samford, number 74, moved.
False start. Offense, number 74. 5 yards from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Instead of 3rd and a long 3, got to change it up, 3rd and 8.
Going from a very manageable 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 to a much longer 3rd down conversion.
Samford 0 of 5 on 3rd down. 3rd and 9. Tolliver with the head with fake. Now running, throws it to the end zone, incomplete. Pass intended for Kevin Clay. Good coverage by Jonathan Mincy, number 6 for Auburn.
Good pressure, good pursuit by the Auburn defensive front.
And 4th down and a field goal situation now for Cameron Yaw. It's a 40-yarder. His longest of the season is 46. He is 2 of 5 from 40 yards or more this season. Snapper is Ron Wobble. The holder, Ben Hill. The kick is on the way and right down the middle. So Samford takes advantage of that second Auburn fumble. And with 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the first half of play, Auburn leads the Bulldogs by a score of 14 to 10. Another look.
Snap, hold, kick. Good.
So Yaw with his 3rd field goal of the season of 40 yards or more. And the Bulldogs get within 4 after the field goal from Cameron Yaw.
Everyone knows that old NASCAR legend about how drivers, you know, go during a race. So naturally, we were curious.
Kevin, no bathroom break?
Nope, all set.
Hey, Kevin.
What's going on? Excuse me. I mean, those fire suits are made of high-tech fabric.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Looking at the rain.
Uh-huh.
You guys go on, I'll catch up.
Bray and McCaleb to take this kickoff from Yaw. Pat Sullivan's crew within 4 of his alma mater. Short kickoff across the 31-yard line. Reminded you that today's game brought to you in part by Red Diamond Coffee and Tea. Drink fresh. Drink Red Diamond. 1st and 10 for Auburn at the 32. 2:24 to go in this first half play. So Auburn can run the 2-minute offense.
Ball security and response is what the Auburn offense want to accomplish here.
Mosley at quarterback and McCaleb at tailback. Mosley will run it. Flag goes down. Mosley taken out of bounds at the 31, make that the 36, excuse me. And again, a flag thrown typically where you would see a hold.
Mosley running the football. Not
Holding.
necessarily.
Offense, number 50, 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Running the football by Mosley is not necessarily something you would expect in his repertoire.
Look in the middle of the field there, number 50. Yep, thrown down.
Reese Dismukes, his 2nd called penalty of the game.
So 1st and 20 for Auburn. 4 yards in this one. It's the draw to McCaleb. McCaleb gets his balance and goes out of bounds at the 33. It looked like he was about to fall down for about 15 yards. And a flag down on the opposite side of the field. I think it's going to be illegal formation. Yep.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 62 lined up in the backfield. 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
That's the guard, Slade. Auburn was called for this a couple times last week at Georgia.
First down, 25.
And the Tigers are going backwards. 1st and 25. Pass to McCaleb. He goes down at the 19-yard line. Keith Shoulders, number 35, with the stop. 2nd down and 21 for Auburn.
2nd down, 21.
Mosley throws to Lutzenkirchen, and he goes down after a 2-yard gain. Alvin Hines the second with the stop.
Defensively, Samford really staying on top of the Auburn Tiger receivers, making very, very good open field tackles.
You look, 2 penalties to open the drive. Auburn was looking at 1st and 25 before it ran its first play. Here's 3rd and 19 now. Mosley across the middle, incomplete, intended for Trevante Stallworth. Over the head of Stallworth, and Auburn will be forced to punt it away.
Trevante running the staple route for the Auburn Tigers in 2011, the deep square in, had his receiver, Clint Mosley, just with a simple overthrow. Just out of the hands of number 85.
Hines with the stick on Trevante. And a punting situation for Auburn from its own 23. Good punt. Hawkins calls and gets the fair catch at the 33-yard line. 45 seconds to go in the first half. A 44-yard punt by Clark. Now you're Samford. It's 45 seconds to go in the half. You're only down 4 at Auburn. It's your finale of the season. Do you even think about trying to get this at least into field goal range?
Why not?
Yeah.
You have nothing to lose. Obviously, there's no moral victories in football, but they have had success driving the ball and can put themselves in contention to kick a field goal. Going in the half down 14-13 would be a great, great way to lead off the second half.
Tolliver on a deep drop and a roll. Tolliver's going to run it. And Tolliver takes it down near the first down marker. He gets to the 43-yard line, getting 10 yards on the play.
Andy, at 6'3", 225 pounds, this young man is much more athletic than you would expect.
A timeout called by Samford, stopping the clock with 27 seconds to go in the first half.
It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Well, Tolliver known more for his passing, but showing the wheels that time to get 9 yards, actually just shy of the first down. So 2nd down and 1 for Auburn, or excuse me, for Samford at the 42-yard line. Here's Tolliver.
Really going for a big play on first down, Samford here. Tolliver not having anybody open. Good coverage by the defensive secondary for the Auburn Tigers, but number 10 pulling the ball down, getting them in contention on 2nd and short.
2nd and 1. The shuttle pass to Gates. And he's across midfield. That old Utah pass into Auburn territory. El Toro Freeman with the stop, and Samford hurries to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 1.
First down, number 49.
And Tolliver will down it with 19 seconds to go in the first half.
You know, Andy, a good play call there, the shuttle pass being that if it does fall to the ground, it's an incomplete pass, stops the clock.
Another look at the pass to Gates.
Strategy here is a ball forward pass. If it's dropped, clock stops.
2nd and 10. Pass intended and completed to number 11, Kelsey Pope. Taken out of bounds.
Kelsey Pope, pinned by number 25, Darren Bates.
At the 44-yard line or 46-yard line. And a timeout called by Samford stops the clock with 10 seconds to go in the half.
30-second timeout.
Pat Sullivan right now has to be thinking, I guess, one of two things. Either something short to get in field goal range, or you take it to the end zone. You got 10 seconds to work with here.
Well, they're going to have to make a decision one way or the other. They pretty much have one play to execute, Andy, with one timeout in their pocket.
Auburn 14, Samford 10. I'm sure this score is raising a couple eyebrows across the country as it rolls across the ticker. Pope with 7 catches on the day. Of 9 passes on the day from Tolliver have gone to number 11, Kelsey Pope. Here's 3rd and 7.
3rd down 7 from the 46.
Pope lines up in the slot to the top of the screen. Tolliver flushed out of the pocket. And he'll just throw it, and it is incomplete. Intended for Kevin Clay. I thought for a moment he was just throwing it away. Good pressure from Nosa Igwe, and the first half comes to a close.
At the end of the second quarter, the score Auburn 14.
But Samford has to feel good about itself going to the locker room at the half. Trailing Auburn by a score of 14-10.
Number 45, Cameron Young, kickoff for Samford.
14-10, Auburn on top. Samford will kick it off from north to south here to start the second half of play. Wind pretty brisk in the beginning of the game, has died down as this game has gone on. Yaw with a line drive kick that lands 5 yards deep in the end zone, and no opportunity for McCaleb or Bray to return that one for Auburn.
Much different than his first few kicks of the game, Andy.
Short and a high for Yaw, but that low line drive. And Auburn will go 1st and 10 from its own 20. Pretty good first half for Clint Mosley with the touchdown, 131 yards on 10 of 15 passing. And for the most part, Van Leerd, Auburn gave him protection to throw the football.
They did, protecting him very, very well offensively. The offensive line for the Auburn Tigers much improved from their last outing in Athens.
And will continue to need to improve with Alabama rolling on the Plains next Saturday.
Oh.
1st and 10 from the 20. The handoff to to Dyer, excuse me. And Dyer across the 25-yard line out to the 26. Alvin Hines, number 21 from Pelham, Alabama, with the stop for Samford.
Auburn offensively going right to the ground, running the football, establishing the run off the left edge.
8 yards on 1st down. Dyer with the 2nd to carry. And he'll get the 1st down across the 30 out to the 33.
Same play for the Auburn Tigers, back-to-back on the ground, calling the number of Michael Dyer.
Caleb Hewitt, number 56 on the stop. 1st down and 10 from the 33 for the Tigers as Dyer now splits wide to the left. Dyer with the carry around the right end. Extends the football near the 40.
Michael Dyer.
Over 1,000 yards for the 2nd straight season last week against Georgia. Number 25, Omar Johnson with the stop for Samford.
Samford defensively just running a base 4-3. Auburn getting leverage on the Samford linebackers by putting a guy in the slot and establishing a run with Michael Dyer and what is now in the game, Trey Mason.
2nd down and 3 for the Tigers from the 40. Mason with the carry, and he's hit before he gets to the line of scrimmage by number 93, Alvin Hayes, a senior from Cedar Bluff, or Austin Hayes rather, a senior from Cedar Bluff, Alabama.
Bringing up a 3rd down, key 3rd down for the Auburn Tigers on offense. Wanting to convert to really put points on the board in the first possession of the second half.
And Hayes, who made the tackle, comes off the field for Samford. Here's 3rd down for Auburn, 3rd and 3. Auburn 5 of 8 on 3rd down in the first half. Mosley throws incomplete, intended for Reed.
Samford defensively bringing pressure off of both ends. going to a man-to-man defense, and Clint Mosley unable to connect.
Brandon Wilkinson was the closest to get to Mosley. And a fourth down in a punting situation for Auburn.
Not necessarily the way that the Auburn Tigers wanted to start out the second half.
Clark will punt it away for the Tigers. Deep to receive. Riley Hawkins stands at his own 20. Clark hits a wobbly punt, takes an Auburn bounce, and out of bounds at the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10 after a 42-yard punt by Stephen Clark for the Tigers. 12:54 to go, third quarter. Auburn 14, Samford 10. Feeling good about its situation right now, Ben.
Big stop defensively for the Samford Bulldogs.
Tolliver, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. And a gain of maybe a yard on the play for Jeremy Gates, number 29.
Auburn looking to get a little bit creative on defense. Chris Davis coming on his second corner blitz of the afternoon.
Gates gained 47 yards in the first half. He gets one there, 2nd and 9. Gates, the reverse to Pope with room to run, and taken down with the first down at the 33.5-yard line. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle, a shoestring tackle by Darren Bates.
Great play call by the Samford offensive coordinator. Running a reverse here. Dustin Tolliver leading the charge. The quarterback, a big kid, can make plays or make blocks in the backfield.
Bates with the stop. 1st and 10 at the 33 for Samford. Gates on the carry behind his tackle. And Gates almost breaks it into the open. He's down at midfield. And Demetrius McNeil did come up with a touchdown-saving tackle there. If not for him, that's Gates to the end zone on 17-yard gain.
Samford is really running the football successfully here. Nothing through the air. No success throwing the ball, running the ball very, very well.
Gates again on the run. And this time he gets a yard, and that's about all. Altoro Freeman, number 21, led the charge for Auburn.
Gates brought down by number 25, Darren Bates.
Bates on the stop as well. 2nd and 9 from the Auburn 49. A day to remember for Gates with 67 yards. Second down and 9. The throw incomplete to Pope. Pope at the 45-yard line, taken down by Nico Thorpe.
Good throw and catch from Tolliver to Pope. Samford offensively running just to check with me. He's lining up and reacting to the defense of the Auburn Tigers.
3rd down and 4. Jeremiah Gates alongside the quarterback Dustin Tolliver. Here's 3rd and 4. Samford 0 of 7 on 3rd down today. Tolliver throws it to Pope. He's got a first down. Pope with the catch at the 38-yard line. Tattered jersey and all, Pope with another catch.
Good protection up front for Samford. Tolliver makes a great delivery on 3rd and long here for the Samford Bulldogs.
Nice catch by Pope. 1st and 10 at the 37. Mason Wald, the fullback, alongside the quarterback. Now Tolliver looks to throw back to the opposite field for Gates. And Gates across the 25-yard line at 24. Jonathan Mincy made the stop.
You know, Andy, potential hold there, but the line judge was knocked down on the play and distracted.
And an official went down on the play, as Ben mentioned, and is getting some medical attention as you see Jeremiah Gates taken inside the 35-yard line. That's the umpire, Russ Pulley.
You know, Andy, in all the years of playing football, that is one position I never envied, being unprotected in the trenches.
2nd down, 7.
Well, he's going to stay right where he was going to. There he is. He's back at the 28. 2nd and 7 for Samford. Trailing by 4 at Auburn. Jeremiah Gates. First down for Samford to the 25-yard line. Nico Thorpe, the safety, came up to make the stop for Auburn.
Off tackle left, off tackle right. Jeremiah Gates, the young man out of Ocala, Florida, just basically running behind his offensive line and getting really, really good yardage on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 25 for Samford. Gates, 16 carries on the day.
Wildcat.
And it's Gates running the Wildcat. And he's stood up and driven back by Altoro Freeman.
Number 29, Jeremiah Gates, carries on the direct snap. Tackled by number 21.
Freeman from his middle linebacker spot coming over. Taking on number 29, getting some help from Nico Thorpe. 2nd and 8. This has been the Jeremiah Gates show on this drive. And he has a first down inside the 15 to the 14. 7 carries now on this drive. Bates with the stop for Auburn.
Andy, just your basic off tackle left run really calling the number of Bates and Thorpe too much.
Bates again. Or excuse me, Gates again. Down to the 11. Freeman and Thorpe combined for the Tigers. Altoro Freeman's had a busy afternoon at middle linebacker for Auburn.
Andy looked potentially for Tolliver to run a play action pass off of those off tackles for Gates.
2nd and 7 from the Auburn 10. Tolliver stops and throws to the end zone. He throws it out of the back of the end zone. Pressure by Darren Bates on the play. Pass intended for Kelsey Pope. And defense by Demetrius McNeil, one-on-one. 3rd and 8. Pope will go to the short side of the field. In the slot, 3rd and 8. 4 wide set right now for Samford. Gates alongside Tolliver in the backfield, out of the shotgun. Tolliver to throw, and he throws it. Tried to throw to the back shoulder of number 6, Riley Hawkins, who had coverage from Chris Davis, number 11. Cameron Yaw will come on and try to make it a 1-point game.
Good job by the Auburn defense, especially the Auburn secondary, keeping the Samford Bulldogs out of the end zone.
28-yard field goal for Yaw. Out of the hold of Ben Hill, Ron Wobble will snap it. That is on the way, and we have a 1-point game. It's a small Samford crowd, but they're on their feet. Pat Sullivan back at his alma mater. And his Samford Bulldogs trail Auburn by 1. 7:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Auburn 14, Samford 13. Carries for 43 yards on the drive.
Offensively sustaining drives, Andy, is Samford's best defense right now. Only down 1 point to the Auburn Tigers. Not what anyone would have expected at this point in this ball game.
Yaw will kick it off. Quan Bray from the 7. And Bray out to the 25-yard line, so Auburn will go 1st and 10 from its own 25. All of your favorite SEC sports, all of your favorite SEC teams. The SEC plays on CSS with a full lineup of live football, basketball, baseball, and more. You won't want to miss out. If you have or you don't have CSS, contact your local cable provider today. From the 25, 1st and 10 for Auburn. Flint Mosley back at quarterback for the Tigers out of the shotgun. The flip to Bray. And Bray gets about 4 on the play, and that's about all.
The pass complete to Quan Bray.
Omar Johnson, number 25 on the stop for Samford. 2nd down and 6 for Auburn.
2nd down 6.
As McCaleb replaces Dyer in the Auburn backfield.
Auburn looking to go with a quick huddle snap here.
Mosley with the throw to Breed. Javon Reed trying to get to the opposite side. If he does, it's trouble for Samford. Reed near midfield and a 1st down. Got a little help from his quarterback blocking there. 21 yards on the reception, as it turns out, by Reed. Tay Lewis, quarterback, the sophomore from Columbiana, Alabama, with the stop.
Just as simple, what you would expect to be a bubble screen to the left. Javon Reed makes a great play after the catch, going across field, picking up good blocks from Lutson Kirchin to Caleb, A.J. Green, and then Clint Mosley as well.
1st and 10 from the 49 for Auburn. Just shy of midfield for the Tigers. The handoff to Dyer. And Dyer rumbles into Samford territory down to the 45-yard line. Justin Shade, redshirt freshman, with the stop.
Michael Dyer showing a lot of patience with the football, allowing his offensive lineman to get in position, make contact, and then read off their block.
2nd and 4 for Auburn. Nose of the football beyond the 45-yard line of Samford. The handoff, Dyer right up the middle. Dyer has a 1st down to the 37.5 and lost the football, and Samford has it. Auburn's 3rd fumble of the day.
Once again, Andy, ball security playing to be the Achilles heel for the Auburn Tigers today.
Close to being down on the play. Well, they need to review that one. His knee's down. I'll be surprised if this one isn't reviewed. One more time, we'll take one more look, and it will be reviewed. Yeah, it looks like his knee's down, and he's trying to stretch out with the football there.
Absolutely, Andy. This angle right here is what really tells you, shows you a better angle of his knee in reference with where the ball is at the time.
Knee and elbow are both down there. And he fumbles it as he tries to reach out across the 40-yard line. And that will be reviewed. The replay official is right behind the radio booth for Auburn. One more look here. As Dyer had the 1st down for Auburn.
Right there, Andy.
Yeah, and that ball still in his hand. This is probably the best view, as Ben mentioned. Knee down, elbow down. He's reaching out at that point. I'll just be shocked if this isn't overturned. I think that's clear evidence.
Absolutely. That is the call on the field as a fumble, so it has to be conclusive evidence of the fact that he was down. And it looks as if here, although it's a split-second difference, Michael Dyer had the ball in possession when both his knee and elbow hit the turf.
Fumbled across the 40-yard line. Number 90, Pulley, recovered it for Samford.
Safe
Brinson
bet.
Porter, excuse me.
Safe bet in preparation for the Iron Bowl next week. The Auburn Tigers are going to run some ball security drills, Andy.
I would think after two fumbles, possibly a third right now. The referee is Hubert Owens. It's a critical call right here. I mean, it's either Auburn 1st and 10 at the Samford 34 or 38-yard line, or Samford dodges a bullet and gets a possession trailing by 1 with 5:25 to go in the third quarter.
Very much so. Either or, whoever remains, if Auburn remains in possession of this football, look for Gus Malzahn to call a play in an effort to take a shot downfield, and vice versa. If Samford recovers this fumble and they maintain possession of what's called on the play, you know, Samford may take an opportunity to really go downfield off the first play.
Well, they're taking their time with this one, aren't they? And now we'll get the call from Hubert Owens.
After further review, the ruling is that the ball carrier's knee was down at the 38-yard line prior to losing possession of the football.
Well, they were being thorough, but
I
believe they made the right call there.
I could not agree more. They should have just simply called up here and asked us, Andy.
That's never going to happen, Ben. One more look at it. This was the best angle that we had.
Yes.
And this, I mean,
simultaneously knee and elbow down before Michael Dyer lost possession of the football.
All of their angles, and a great job by our camera crew because they're using our feed today. So a good job by the officials and a good job by our camera crew to get that shot. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38 for Auburn. Critical, I think, for Auburn to put one in the end zone on this drive. Dyer will get another shot at it. Bounces to the outside into the secondary and down to the 22-yard line for a first down. 16 yards on the carry by Dyer. Corey White and Alvin Hines II with the stop.
Called play inside zone. Guard pulls. Really great blocking on the edge by Stallworth. Michael Dyer does the rest.
Dyer again. To the outside, to the sideline. 5 yards on first down for Dyer.
Great seal block on the right edge by Philip Lutzenkirchen, Andy.
Corey White with the second straight stop on Dyer. Second down and about 5 for Auburn.
The Auburn offense getting into the area right here where they really want to utilize the success of Philip Lutzenkirchen. Michael Dyer, 19 rushes, almost at the 100-yard mark of the day.
92 yards on the day for Dyer. 2nd and 4. Dyer again, right up the gut. First down, Dyer, head down, just shy of the 10-yard line. And there's nothing fancy going on right now.
Absolutely not. No need to take it to the air. Having a lot of success. The offensive line's getting a very good push at this point, really forcing their will on the Samford defensive line.
Michael Dyer will start in the slot. We'll see if he comes back into the backfield. 1st and 10. Yep, Dyer back into the backfield. 1st and 10, ball at the 10. Dyer fights his way, turns it upfield, close to the 5.
That run there, Andy, should have put him over the century mark for the day.
Down to the 5-yard line, 2nd down, another look.
Very good job being patient on his offensive line, allowing them to make contact, hat on a hat, and making them run off the read.
2nd down and 5 for Auburn. The Tigers can get a first down without a touchdown. Dyer again, right up the middle. Dyer close, extends, touchdown. The linesman on the near side has his hands in the air. It's 6 for Auburn.
Great second effort by Michael Dyer, running that football right down the gut in the center of the defensive front for the Samford Bulldogs.
When he got the second chance, when the fumble was reversed, I think Dyer was probably bound and determined to take over. And buddy, he did.
Inside zone here, right behind the block of number 50, Reese Dismukes. Tremendous, tremendous play.
Cody Parkey on for the extra point. Up and in. And with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter, Michael Dyer leads Auburn into the end zone. Tigers 21, Samford 13.
The Auburn drive covered 75 yards at 9
plays. 75 yards, 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Michael Dyer going the last 6 yards for the touchdown. We have 3 looks at this touchdown by Dyer after the kickoff coming up. So stay tuned. Parkey booms the kickoff. No return. Let's take a look at the touchdown.
Coming off the fumble that was turned over, Michael Dyer inside the tackles, running right behind Reese Dismuke's tremendous second effort. Eventually loses possession of the football, but all we need is to break the plane.
Good second effort here by Dyer as he extends the ball across. It was immediately called a touchdown by the linesman on the near sideline. And here he is. And the call is made for the touchdown. Samford bench and players thought that there was a fumble on the play. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 35-yard line. Auburn with 315 yards on the day, 233 for Samford. Tolliver in trouble. Tolliver running out of the pocket, running for his life, and he gets 10 yards. Actually, they'll give him 9 on the play.
Good pressure there, Andy, by Igwe, really trying to force Tolliver out of the pocket. But Dustin's really athletic. He's been able to make some plays with his legs this afternoon.
Igwe was within an eyelash of getting him, and then Tolliver just ran away. Good play. 2nd and 1 now for Samford. Just over 3 minutes to go. Third quarter. Auburn on top, 21-13. Up the middle. First down for Samford. Tailback on the play. Stanley Robinson with the carry. Angelo Blackson, freshman out of Baird, Delaware, with the stop. And we've got an injured player. That's the backup tailback, Stanley Robinson, number 37. A freshman out of Carver High School in Montgomery. The injured player for Samford, number 37, Stanley Robinson. And getting some help, sitting up. He was the one that carried the ball and gets twisted a little bit. So he's replaced now by Jeremiah Gates, who's having a career afternoon.
First and 10 from the 31.
The flip to Pope. Good coverage for Auburn. Jake Holland was the first man there, number 5 for the Tigers.
Very good job there, Andy, by Whitehead, really maintaining, contain, and allowing the linebackers to make the plays.
Here's 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs from the 32-yard line. Gates on the carry. Good push up front. He's close to the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40. And it will bring up 3rd down and short. Enrique Florence with the stop for Auburn.
Andy, basically boils down to a numbers game. When Samford goes in that trip set with a one back to right or left side, they're putting Jake Holland on an island to determine whether or not he is in or outside of the box.
3rd and 1. In the pistol formation, the flip goes to Gates, and Gates dives forward and I think has the first down.
Just a bit of trickery there.
Yeah, they were walking the quarterback away. The snap went to Gates, and I'm not sure he got there. Depending on the spot, he may be shy. Yeah, it looks like he may be about a half football shy of the first down. Watch Tolliver. Oh, I need to see if we need another play.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, huh?
4th down 1.
Here's 4th and 1. Samford will go for it.
Big play here for both football teams.
Indeed. Gates has it. With room to spare for Jeremiah Gates.
Good push up front by Samford.
Darren Bates tackles Jeremiah Gates. First down for Samford inside a minute in the 3rd quarter.
First down, number 44.
1st and 10 from the 43. The flip to Pope. He's going to throw. He's got Gates wide open down the sideline. He gets it. He gets it for Gates inside the 30 to the 28.
Andy, very, very timely play calling on behalf of the Samford Bulldog offense. Tremendous play for Samford there.
29 yards. Rhett Lashley, of course, the offensive coordinator, former GA for Gus Malzahn here at Auburn. Played for Gus Malzahn in high school. Now the 28-year-old offensive coordinator at Samford dialing up that play down to the Auburn 28-yard line. Gates around left side, taken down from behind by Nosa Igwe, number 94.
Kelsey Pope making that last play. I'd be willing to bet he's got some quarterbacking in his background.
He threw a fine pass, that's for certain. Just a sophomore out of Sylacauga. And that will take it to the 4th quarter. Did you have Auburn with just an 8-point lead going to the 4th quarter? That's the case. Tigers 21, Samford 13. Pass from Kelsey Pope.
The double pass here. Kelsey Pope making a great play. The sophomore out of Sylacauga, Alabama, delivers a strike to Gates.
The pitch. And taken down on the play is Riley Hawkins. Big play from Darren Bates, who's been very active today from his outside linebacker spot.
Very, very good job by Darren Bates, keeping his emotions in check, holding contained on that pitch play.
A loss of 3. It brings up 3rd and a 13. Four wides in the ball game for Samford.
Once again, Samford looking to the sideline based off the defensive front and secondary of the Auburn Tigers.
Jeremiah Gates will switch to the left side of his quarterback, Destin Tolliver. Tolliver to throw, has a man open. And short of the first down is Chris Cephas. Cephas will be about a yard shy of the first down. Jermaine Whitehead and Enrique Florence make the stop.
Good blitz pickup there, but they are Samford Bulldog offensive front, picking up Darren Bates coming off the right edge. Delivery by Dustin Tolliver, though.
Here's 4th and 1. And Samford sends the field goal unit out. Cameron Yaw with a 27-yard field goal.
Very important here that Auburn keeps their eyes open. Watch for the fake.
And don't jump offside. Yaw with the field goal, and he has been true all day long. His 3rd field goal of the day. And Samford cuts the lead to 5 with 13:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Cameron Yaw from 27 yards away. 13:22 to go on the 4th. Auburn 21, Samford 16.
All gates around Jordan Hare Stadium are now open.
Substantial scoring drives, Andy, by Samford today.
I think imperative for Auburn to answer when it gets its hands on the football here. Yaw will kick it off with Brian McCaleb to receive a very short kick. And McCaleb will take it at the 19-yard line. Busting through to the open. To the outside, can anyone catch him? McCaleb out of bounds. A great return by McCaleb to the 38-yard line.
Once again, Andy, they have to be able to respond. Good field position is great, but they've got to capitalize.
Join your favorite talking football experts, Tony Barnhart, Mark Schleybaugh, and Brady Ackerman, plus Bob Neal, as they give their latest analysis on the football season around the South and the nation. Tune in to Talking Football on Sundays at 8 Eastern and Talking Football Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern only on CSS. A 43-yard kickoff return by Ontario McCaleb, and Auburn gets 1st and 10 at the Samford 37-yard line. Michael Dyer hit in the backfield and struggles to get to the line of scrimmage. Another look at the return by Ontario McCaleb.
Ontario finally able to field the kick instead of the up back catching the ball, making a really good job, doing a good job run after the catch.
1 yard on 1st down for Dyer. 2nd down and 9. Dyer on the day now. 120 yards. His career high, of course, 180 against Ole Miss here. The flip to Lutzenkirchen. And the Auburn tight end taken out of bounds after a 1st down just inside the 25-yard line by Jarrell Hill, number 13.
Just your simple end-around bootleg here. Philip Lutzenkirchen coming out. Block, out. Clint Mosley delivers the football. Very, very good play on 2nd down to get the 1st.
Lutzenkirchen has been Auburn's primary receiver this day. That is his 3rd catch on the afternoon. 1st and 10 from the 24. Dyer up the middle. The hole was there initially, and it closed up in a hurry. Dyer taken down after a yard or 2 gain on the play. Number 81, Brandon Wilkinson with the stop.
Just your basic inside zone, downhill running the football, hopefully to establish a running game, really to close this ball game out and put Samford out of contention.
Just under 12 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Auburn guarding a 5-point lead against Samford. 2nd and 8 from the Bulldog 22. Play clock at 5. Mosley right up the middle. Rosley's going to go to the end zone. A broken play for a touchdown for Clint Mosley.
Totally out of character for number 15, Clint Mosley. Great play with the football.
22 yards on the touchdown for the sophomore from Leroy, Alabama.
Takes the ball inside to Michael Dyer on the end around, keeps it, bringing that in. It's a tremendous run inside the tackle. Certainly not something I made a habit of.
Not from 22 yards out.
Absolutely not, my friend.
The extra point is good for Parkey. And a couple smiles between the quarterback's coach and the quarterback. Tigers up in the 4th.
Visit OuburnTigers.com.
.37 yards, 4 plays, 1:54 for Auburn. The final 22 yards, the longest run in the history of Clint Mosley's college football career. And Auburn did respond to the field goal by Samford. And remember, set up by the fine kickoff return by Ontario McCaleb.
Absolutely. Great field position. They were able to capitalize on the great return by Ontario.
Riley Hawkins just inside the end zone, waiting this kickoff from Cody Parkey. And Hawkins will not get an opportunity to return it. All right, let's take a look. Give you a couple angles on the touchdown run here by Mosley.
Clint Mosley looks as if he should have given that ball to Michael Dyer, doing his best Cam Newton impression here, running the football 22 yards out for the touchdown.
Here's the one reason I wonder, look at Dismukes where he's blocking there. Well, I mean, the line's downfield, blocking as if someone should be running there.
Absolutely right, Andy. It looks as if the line was turned from the angle standpoint that they should have given that ball to Michael Dyer. Although he kept it and scored, broken play.
All right. And anyway, in any case, a touchdown for Auburn, 1st and 10 from the 20. We may find out later that is exactly how it was designed. Here's Gates. Great day for him, but he is immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nosa Igwe's had a fine afternoon for Auburn, and he makes the stop on Jeremiah Gates.
Now we talk about Auburn having to respond here. Samford, in an effort to try to stay in this ball game, they need to be able to put points on the board.
Strider back in the game at fullback, lines up right in front of Gates, the tailback. Tolliver will throw across the middle. It's complete.
Good protection, good delivery, good catch.
No surprise that it's number 11 Kelsey Pope on the receiving end of that pass from Dustin Tolliver. That is the 10th catch of the day for Kelsey Pope. Came in with 73 on the year. Make that his 11th catch. It's 3rd and 2. Gates will carry. And Gates gets the first down just beyond the 30-yard line.
Once again, just off tackle running by the Samford Bulldogs, doing a very, very good job of maintaining the drive and getting first down.
El Toro Freeman gets up off the bottom of the pile for Auburn. Number 21, the middle linebacker. One of Auburn's seniors honored before the game today out of Alex City. 1st and 10 for Samford. 10-14 on the counting clock in the 4th quarter. Auburn leading it 28-16.
Samford looking to the sidelines, changing the play at the line of scrimmage.
Tolliver, the handoff to Gates, trying to bounce to the outside, and does for 3 yards. Nico Thorpe, number 15 on the stop for Auburn. Another one of Auburn's seniors honored today. Of course, one more game for these seniors at Jordan-Hare Stadium, the Iron Bowl, next Saturday afternoon at 2:30.
I'll tell you what, Andy, this has certainly not turned out to be the game in which they plan to be able to get a lot of rest in the second half.
Agreed. There's 2nd and 8 for Samford. Short drop. Tolliver throws behind Chris Cephas. Freeman had dropped back into coverage for Auburn.
Chris Davis coming from the left corner, able to get a little bit of pressure on his 3rd corner blitz of the evening. Tolliver really missed his guy right there. Nico Thorpe unable to get over the top of the receiver.
3rd and 8. Samford is 2 of 12 on 3rd down today. Tolliver to throw for Pope, up in the air, and Pope caught it at the 35, still short of the first down. Nico Thorpe made the catch. Still 5 yards shy of the first down.
Good protection, good delivery. Unable to make the first down, but just a tremendous catch. Great concentration for the sophomore from Sylacauga.
They're going to say an incomplete pass. Okay. Dropped it on the ground.
Wow.
All right. Punting situation for Peranich. Good punt. Quan Bray fields the fair catch at the 25-yard line. 42 yards on the punt from Peranich. 9:17 to go. 3rd quarter. Make that 4th quarter. 28-16 Auburn. (28-16) Tigers. 9:17 to go in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for Auburn. With Frazier at quarterback for the Tigers, they hand off to McCaleb. And McCaleb gets close to the first down. Last drive for Auburn, set up on a great kickoff return from number 22. It's Ontario McCaleb today.
Ontario able to field the ball instead of the upright back that's been doing it all game. Makes a big return, sets up Auburn in good field position.
And then Clint Mosley finishes it off.
Finished it off. If you look at that, it looks as if it's a broken play, but right there, Reese Dismukes is in a pinch point to block for Clint Mosley.
The way that the linemen are blocking downfield leads me to believe that that was designed.
Well,
at least to somebody running.
Kudos to Gus Malzahn, because that caught everybody by surprise.
1st and 10 at the 35 for Auburn. Dyer up the middle. And Michael Dyer following his middle 3 right up the middle, gets 4 yards on the play.
Very good push by Reese Dismukes, the freshman from Mobile, Alabama.
Brandon Wilkinson on the stop, number 81, defensive end for the Bulldogs. Playing their final game here this afternoon. Came in 6-4, 4-4 in the Southern Conference.
You know, Andy, there are no moral victories in football, but you have got to tip your hat to the effort of the Samford Bulldogs today.
Michael Dyer on the afternoon, back at tailback, 25 carries, 121 yards for the talented sophomore. And there's his 26th carry of the day, right up the gut, across midfield, into Samford territory for a first down. Darrell Hill on the stop, and for Dyer, boy, it has been between the tackles most of the afternoon.
Without a doubt, just the inside zone run here, a staple of the Auburn Tiger offense. One thing that Gus Malzahn will correct you on is that they are not a spread football team. They are a downhill attack rushing football team. 1st and 10, Dyer again. Puts his head down and gets to the Samford 45-yard line. Just what Auburn wants to do. Have success running the football, continue to run the clock, and stay ahead of the chains. Alvin Hines the second on the stop.
2nd and 5 for Auburn. And Michael Dyer has been a major part of this Auburn offense, especially in the second half. He flips back to Mosley, spins out of the way, tries to spin again, and spins right into the tackle. Aaron Bethune comes up with the quarterback sack. Auburn was looking to Emory Blake downfield. Darren Sutton made Mosley spin the first time.
Well, in this instance, what happened was Darren Sutton came in on the blitz off the left edge. They did not check out of this play, and he was able to really get into the head of Mosley and really make the play in an orthodox broken effort.
It's a loss back to the Auburn 45, 3rd and 15. Mosley looking to the sideline for Wisner and throws it out of bounds. I think Auburn thought that was going to be a penalty play.
Auburn looked to run what we would call the freeze play. Have Samford jump off sides and have a free play to make it really a touchdown ditch effort. But unfortunately, it was incomplete. No flag on the play.
Yeah, that was the key there, that there was no flag thrown. Here's a punting situation for Stephen Clark.
Stephen Clark in punt formation. Raleigh Hawkins, 8%.
Hawkins to receive. Clark averaging just under 42 yards a punt, and absolutely bombs one. Hawkins with a fair catch back at the 6. Stephen Clark doing his job right there, pinning Samford deep. A 49-yard punt by the Ray Guy Heisman, or the Ray Guy Award semifinalist. And Samford 1st and 10, time running out on the Bulldogs here from its own 7-yard line. Six minutes and 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nice contingent of Samford fans on hand today. Over 85,000. There'll be a couple thousand more inside and several thousand more outside when Alabama comes to town next Saturday. Fake pitch to Hawkins. Tolliver in the end zone, floats it, and incomplete. The pass was intended for Gates, who actually was going to catch the ball just outside the end zone. Nosa Igwe was there to put the pressure on the quarterback, and Bates broke up the play.
Good pressure by Igwe. Looking here, Samford looking to go just a simple screen to Gates, but fortunately Darren Bates was able to smell it out.
Use that left hand to knock the ball away. 2nd and 10 for Samford at its own 7. Bates trying to get to the outside, puts his head down, dives across the 10-yard line. Ball came loose, but after the tackle of Demetrius McNeil.
Probably, Andy, on the day, the most successful play that Samford has had is that off-tackle run with Gates.
Gates has had a career day. Jeremiah 26 carries, 109 yards, but Samford has really struggled on 3rd down today, just 2 of 13.
Look for Auburn to bring a little bit of pressure here potentially. Showing blitz from Bates.
Bates is coming on the blitz. Tolliver sets up and throws, and it's incomplete. intended for Kelsey Pope. Lemonier with the pressure up front. And Nico Thorpe was the one in coverage that time on number 11, Pope.
Nico doing a nice job in recovery for Darren coming on the blitz. Good job on third down for the Auburn defense.
Fourth down and punting situation for Greg Peranich, who stands a couple yards into the end zone. Quan Bray at the Auburn 45 to receive this punt. And Peranich booms it away. Fair catch by Bray at the Samford 45-yard line. With 5 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, a 33-yard punt by Greg Peranich.
You know, Andy, a good job today by Quan Bray in fielding punts. Done a phenomenal job as a true freshman coming into the SEC and not fumbling any punts on the season.
Kyle Frazier will start this series at quarterback. First and 10 from the 45 of Samford. McCaleb. And McCaleb gets about 3 yards on the play before he's brought down by number 25, Omar Johnson. Frazier will stay on the field at quarterback. Second down and 6. Frazier keeps it. Kyle Frazier, head down inside the 30. 11, 12-yard game for Kyle Frazier.
Andy, a great block there by number 37, Ladarius Phillips, leading the charge. After Kyle makes that fake to Ontario McCaleb, you'll see him come down. Phillips blocks out and able to come up underneath there.
Mosley back in at the quarterback spot. First and 10 from the Samford 30, 19 yards. For Frazier. Here's Dyer. Bouncing, spinning, inside the 25.
Dyer the ball carrier.
And Dyer a little bit slow to get up. Devin Keefe made the stop for Dyer. That's his 28th carry on the day.
Offensively here, Andy, the clock is your friend. Stay in bounds, keep the clock running. Samford with 3 timeouts. Make them use those and bleed the clock.
144 yards on the day for Michael Dyer on 28 carries.
Second and short.
Auburn needs 3. And Dyer gets those 3. Stiff arm inside the 10. Omar Johnson with the tackle, knocking Michael Dyer out of bounds.
Inside zone here. Fultz coming in around on the end around the freshman, making a big block, and Michael Dyer able to bounce it outside.
Dyer with a career-high 180 yards against Ole Miss earlier this year. He'll carry up the middle here and maybe lose a couple yards. He was at 159 before that carry. Darian Sutton on the stop. As the clock slips below 3 minutes on homecoming. Auburn has kept it on the ground almost exclusively in the second half and has rushed for 239 yards on the afternoon. Dyer officially now 30 carries, 155 yards on the afternoon and a touchdown. McCaleb right now at the tailback spot. The pitch to Ontario. He's looking for his second touchdown of the day. And he gets it. He just got inside the pylon.
Great run there. Last effort to make it to the pylon. Ball looks as if it barely touched the orange.
.217 to go in the fourth quarter. And Auburn just getting behind that offensive line and running the football here in the second half. Parkey with the extra point. And with 2:17 to go in the fourth quarter, Ontario McCaleb's second touchdown of the afternoon, and the extra point gives Auburn a 35-16
speed option. Quick pitch here, running behind Philip Lutzenkirchen. Great effort by Ontario McCaleb to get the ball just barely over the pylon.
Watch him stretch and get there. McCaleb with that speed to the corner. His second touchdown of the afternoon, wearing the 22 of Tasharvin Bell here today. Of course, T-Bell injured last week. Auburn goes 45 yards, 6 plays, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. 10-yard touchdown run by number 22, Ontario McCaleb. With 2:17 to go, Auburn 35, Samford 16. It's been a good day for Ontario. Just 8 carries, but 48 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Dyer has been the workhorse, officially 30 carries, 157, and a touchdown for Dyer. And a touchdown run for Clint Mosley. And a touchdown catch for Philip Lutzenkirchen. Lost on this day with Auburn running as much as this run in the second half. Mosley 13 of 20, 167, a touchdown and a running touchdown. An efficient day for Mosley.
Very efficient day. And what this day is to do is to create confidence leading into the Iron Bowl, in which they will face an extremely talented Alabama Crimson Tide defense.
Harkey to kick it away. Hawkins just a couple yards shy. He'll bring this one out. And Riley Hawkins taken down shy of the 20-yard line. That was Demetrius McNeil who came up to make the stop. Nice play by McNeil. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in Samford's football season. 2:10 to go in this game for Auburn, and then the Tigers turn their attention to their big rival. Alabama comes in here, and boy, they have second life now as far as a possible BCS berth after the win by Iowa State over Oklahoma State. Gates around left end. He gets a couple.
Good recovery there, Andy, by the Auburn defense. Really caught off guard, not set and situated to run that play, but fortunately able to get in position late.
It's big Angelo Blackson. Jamar Travis was there as well for Auburn. 2nd and 5. Clock running at 1:44 to go in this game. Tolliver slip screen and a flip to Hawkins. And Hawkins taken out of bounds by Demetrius McNeil after a first down to the 37-yard line.
Some creative play calling here by Samford. Bubble screen that turned into a flea flicker. Earlier, a double pass back to Gates. Really in efforts to keep the Auburn defense on their toes.
So 1st and 10 at the 37 for Samford. Stops the clock with 1:33 to go. Tolliver now throws. It's complete to Pope. And Pope taken down just a yard shy of the first down. 9 yards. Enrique Florence made the stop. Pope had 17 catches last week in the 1914 win against the Citadel. That's a school record. He has followed that up this afternoon with 12 catches for 81 yards. 2nd and 1. Deep drop by Tolliver. He looks deep. Down the middle of the field, the only one there for Auburn, and the only one there is an Auburn player. And still on his feet, trying to get to the outside, is Akeem Means. And Means gets a block. And a flag is down, and Akeem Means takes it down to the 11, but that's going to come back.
Akeem Means, the junior out of Wetumpka, Alabama, just absolutely runs out of gas returning that interception.
It's a 77-yard return, but I think Auburn's going to get called for a chop block. I think. There's a flag down back at the Samford 37.
Andy, that must have been miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. No one even within relation to the football. Basically a punt return for Akeem Means
During
on
the
that
return,
possession.
there were 2 fouls against the return team. Personal foul, blocking below the waist. Number 14 of the return team. That penalty is refused. Blocking back in the back, number 14 on the defense. That penalty is administered half the distance from the spot of the foul. First down.
Oh, for goodness sakes. They're both on Enrique Florence. And it came right after the interception by Means, the first. And then Enrique gets up and gets called for another block. Is that right? Here we go. There it is. Well, all of that running for Akeem Means is for naught. He gets the pick. That's the main thing.
Well, I guess the positive you can pull for that is at least Enrique got up to try to make another play.
It was a lot of effort, wasn't it? All right. 1st and 10 for Auburn. 37 seconds to go. Back at the 5.
The absolute favorite formation in football, Andy.
The victory formation for the Tigers. Mosley takes a knee. And this one will run out. And Samford, a valiant effort this afternoon for the Bulldogs.
Very respectable job by the Samford Bulldogs, their coaching staff, sidelines. Auburn Tigers get ready for the Alabama Crimson Tide next week, Andy.
2:30, Auburn and Alabama here at Jordan-Hare Stadium. The final score this afternoon on Homecoming on the Plains. Auburn 35, Samford 16. For our entire CSS and Auburn IMG Sports Network crew, I'm Andy Burcham. Have a great day.